Your kid comes home and says, "Why is Johnny better than me in class?" Now, let's figure out how to handle this, right? It's gonna happen this week unless your kid is the #1 student at exhibition night and they have the best strikes and the strongest moves and they get first place in weapons, kata, and sparring. If that's not your kid, that's totally normal. That's one kid out of 20 that's getting first place, right? So first of all, we need to realize that your child feeling like this is 100% normal, and parents feeling like this, why isn't it my kid as good as Johnny? That's totally normal too. What we don't want to respond to and say is, "You're doing fine." That just kind of dismisses the whole thing. Or, "He actually practices." While that might be true, that doesn't make them feel like they have the tools or the desire to actually improve. What we want to say instead is, the only person that you need to be better than is yourself. What only matters is the scoreboard. For you to get as good as Johnny, what we need to do is just improve one little thing at a time. And then if you keep making that progress and the scoreboard keeps moving up, then you can be even way better than Johnny. But it takes you beating yourself in order to be able to do that. That way you acknowledge the fact that Johnny actually is really good, and you acknowledge the fact that your student does have the tools to do that. You can even tell them it's good that you notice that Johnny's doing so well. That means that you know what good performance looks like, and you care enough. If you're getting upset, you care enough that you actually want to be like that too. So these are some tools and some ways that we can help out our students when they start to feel discouraged or compare themselves to others, because that's never really our goal, is for the students to compare themselves to others. It is hard because we're surrounded by others, but it's more important just to allow them to recognize that somebody is doing something really well, and being comfortable and confident in themselves enough to even go up to that person and be like, "Oh dude, I love your awesome sidekick. That's so great. You're doing really well." That would be show maturity and self-awareness, self-confidence really, in order to be able to do that. Security was the word I was looking for. That means that your student is really secure if they are able to see somebody that's better than them, and instead of seething with jealousy, be like, "Hey, that was really awesome. You're so good at that. I want to be good at that too. How did you get that way?" And then that's where they can build healthy competition, friendly relationships, lifelong friendships, and a healthy self-image where they feel like they're in control and able to create their own growth, create their own path, rather than, "Oh no, Johnny's so good, why am I not that good?" Having that response, which is totally normal initial reaction, but it's going to be about how we respond to that reaction, and that's what's going to make all the difference. And that's really the big lesson for this week, because as we jump into that exhibition, I want to make sure that the students, whether they win or they lose, or they are somewhere in the middle, right? Lose is like, oh, it's a bad word sometimes, but yeah, you either win or you lose, right? So if they don't win, if they lose, they need to be able to learn how they can grow from that, and how they can respond to that in a positive way, instead of like just throwing a little fit, right? So use those tools. The other one, that's our little bonus challenge for the week. If you can go home or encourage your kid, this is for you and for them. I want you to read 10 pages of a book every night. For the kids, I want you to read 5. That means after 5 days, you're either 50 or 25 pages into a good book. So that is creating some positive momentum, and that's always a really good way to improve ourselves, is just through reading, right? It helps our mind comprehend. It's a good thing to do before bed, so we're not just doing screen time all the time. So try and get in. So for some of the kids, it's really easy. We have to take the books away from them so they go and work out. For some of the other students, and for myself, I have to kind of force myself to jump into that book. And then once you get started, it's hard to stop. So try that out for the week as the kids get ready for school, and I look forward to seeing everybody's success this week.